live stream post show coming up now.
2 out of 3 falls.
Terrence Watson in the building. Monday Night Raw post-show vibes.
What up, y'all?
At Lower East Scribe on all social media platforms. My man Kenny Holt. Cowabunga _K _E _N. Myself, Rady J Cruz, RENDY. Letter J CRUZ. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. And most importantly, go to youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for your boys on the program. This is the Monday Night Raw post show for March 2nd, 2026. Terrence Watson, my man, how you doing?
I'm great, man. Raw is just starting for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it on in the background. We'll see what's going on.
Did you catch anything before you got on here?
On social, I saw that Paul Heyman had a bloody nose.
Yeah.
I think that's really it. That's the only thing I saw.
Wow, from the entire Raw. Okay, damn. We're gonna go all over the place. We are at the 10:32 mark here in New York, so we probably got about a good 30-40 minutes to go. So the Roman Reigns and CM Punk, they capped off Raw promo exchange part 2 from 2 weeks ago. There were some jabs, there was some haymakers, there was some personal shit going on between them two. But the most notable line of the night was CM Punk saying that he was going to bury Roman Reigns next to his father.
What?
And then drop the mic. Yeah. So that, and then
he had to get the okay from Roman.
Of course, for sure.
Yeah. You know, listen, there's been a lot of fodder today on the internet. So
so it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on.
In them IWCs, you know what I'm saying? In the IWC, there's been a lot happening. So
Twitter going crazy today.
Beyond.
So yeah, that was the back and forth with Roman and CM Punk. About a good 10-minute exchange. I liked how there was a little nugget, and then we brought it up with Mimi when CM Punk said, "I brought you and Seth, and not by name, I brought you and the Shield up," and Roman was like, "Hey, correction, you brought those two guys up, not me." And I'm like, and I remember Roman Reigns was not the original third member of the Shield. It was Chris Hero. So I think Punk picked Seth, he picked Ambrose, and he picked Chris Hero. But at the last minute, Hero, well, for whatever reason, was subbed out for Roman. So that was a little nugget for those who don't know the story. Like, yeah, you didn't pick me, but like Punk then say, all right, not verbatim, but like once you got to the main roster, you still were chasing me. You were still coming after me because you knew I was top guy, champion, top dog. Still, I've been in your rear view, in your mirror ever since 13 years ago.
Okay.
Regular stuff in between. Roman did say, you know, if I get the audio, I'll do it later, but I'm going to retire you. He called him Phil the entire time. Is this going to be a retirement tour for you like John Cena? All that kind of stuff.
40-year-old virgins living with their parents.
So you came back for the 30, 40-year-olds. I'm new generation. I'm like, now I'm gonna retire you. You're gonna go to NXT and teach those guys to come up, and I'm gonna smash them all. That kind of verbiage. But again, the line of the night was the one about his pop. So
Crazy.
some are saying Punk won this round.
That's crazy. I mean, I again, we got to know that, you know what I mean? Shout out to the legend Alpha that he definitely gave the okay. Because
for sure.
That's some like Christian Edge level hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
For
Christian,
sure.
For I'm sure everybody who's watching knows ball, but when
Mm-hmm.
Christian is always talking crazy about people's dead dads, you know what I'm saying? Like Christian be wilding. I don't know if he took a little bit of his like stint of AEW and just borrowed that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely crazy to cut a promo with.
What
else was good on Raw?
I'm trying to find the Punk and Roman audio, not the entire thing, but trying to get something.
Well, it's cool. I mean, if you had to do a rundown, like what would it be like if it was like like the top 5 things? That's obviously number 1, but what else happened?
We have a new IC champion.
Oh, what?
Okay, hold on. Before we get to Dom, let me know if you hear it, Terrence.
Fair enough. You can hate me all you want.
You hear it?
Yeah.
I don't even care if you love me. One thing I won't let you do is disrespect me. You're going to retire me? You're going to retire CM Punk. Well, brother, you just made the list. You went from getting beat at WrestleMania. Now I'm going to bury you. And then you won't be all alone anymore. Because I'm going to bury you next to your father.
Was Roman in the ring? Like, where was Roman?
Yeah, like right in his face.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Ice, Roman gonna have a comment about the dog next week. I said that. I said that shit 5 minutes ago. He's got to bring it up. He's got to bring it up.
Not to change subject, but Austin Theory is cutting a promo in silence on my TV right now, and it's probably the same thing as if I could actually hear him because he can't cut a promo to save his life. So
damn. So as you'll see later on, Seth does come out. You see a bunch of masked men come out, 3-4 guys to distract Logan, to distract Theory, and then Paul Heyman's by himself in the ring. Seth comes out with the masked man outfit.
Again,
curb stomps Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has a busted nose. He goes in the ambulance backstage, and Theory and Logan Paul are checking up on him. And then Theory see the car pull up. Out comes Jimmy Uso. They start scrapping. LA Knight is the driver for the ambulance. He hauls off Paul Heyman out the arena. So I think they're setting up the Usos against Logan Paul and Theory for the tag team championship at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Which leaves Seth with, if that's the case, if it's Logan and Theory against the Usos, that means you're giving me a small percentage that Braun Breaker could be back by WrestleMania to get Seth. Which I would dig that. You give me Seth and Braun, Logan Theory against the Usos. You're probably going to get Finn and Dom, as you'll see later on. I'm
assuming that means Dom dropped the belt to Finn Balor.
No, Dom lost to Penta today.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but Finn Balor probably cost him that.
Dom.
All right, don't tell me that part. At least I'll watch that part.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So a lot happened on Raw today. I think very, very interesting. The crowd was hot. Indianapolis. So
at all places.
Big ups to them because the Chicago crowd for Chamber was a little different. Danhausen appeared on Raw. A very interesting but funny segment backstage before, which would make sense in that Dom match, as you'll see.
Okay.
So they're tying some things together, but I think a way better Raw than last week. First and foremost, last week was.
Does he wait? Okay. Does What? How does he say his name? Don Hauser?
Danhausen.
Danhausen. Does he wrestle?
I think he does, but I think he's been off the AEW thingy for quite a few months, so there was nothing for him to do, as far as I know.
I did a little research. I heard he was like a comedy. He cast spells mid-match or some shit like that, and I'm assuming. My guess is not that I want to retire R-Truth anytime soon, but it is what it is, right? He's older. They already tried to get rid of him. Maybe they're trying to make Dan Hauser?
Danhausen.
Budweiser? I'm not sure what his name is.
Dan Hauser. Yeah, imagine that. Look at that. Come on.
Yo, they're trying to make him the new comic relief. You know what I'm saying? Like for a while,
cool.
Just to test it out. That's my guess. Also, I know y'all talked extensively about Elimination Chamber, but I gotta say it just because
we never brought up Chamber the whole time.
Wow. Well, I mean, but y'all did the live show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm saying like y'all talked.
Yeah.
But I just gotta say, I don't know if they saw the tweet or if they just came up with it on their own. But we were calling it the trick slap before they were calling it the trick slap.
Facts.
So listen, if they saw it and they liked it,
but that was you. That was you.
You know what I mean? They did call it the trick slap. You know what I'm saying? We did at Trick Williams. And again, who knows? Maybe he saw it, maybe he didn't. I don't know. But either way, I hope he did, and I'm glad they used it. That one's for the people. You feel me?
For the culture.
Oh, hey, hi, Terrence. There you go. What you thought about Raw tonight? That's Joe, by the way. Joe's watching.
I didn't see it yet, Joe. I'm on the West Coast, so I'm watching it in real time. It's on mute. So far, Seth Rollins has just put the Oracle through the ring. Okay. You know what I mean? Curb stomped his face. And yeah, I guess we'll see what's going on.
All right, Kenny, where do you want to go with Raw as I work on some things over here? Matter of fact, I got you. Okay, Hall of Fame. We got Demolition now in the Hall of Fame. So they did mention that this morning. I did put that up earlier, so congrats to them. Again, one of my favorite tag teams of all time, and it took a while to make this happen. I know there's been some friction with the E and Demolition for quite some time, but I think time heals all wounds, and congrats to them on now officially being in the Hall of Fame for 2026. Them, Stephanie McMahon, and AJ Styles are now going into the Hall of Fame. So I'm not sure if you've seen it on social, but they did announce it this morning.
I saw it. I got a question for y'all because I don't know the history. I don't know the lore here. I'm gonna keep it a buck. What happened? What was the tension between? Because if you would have asked me if Demolition was in, I would have been like, well, yeah, I'm sure they are, but I didn't even know they weren't in. So what happened? Do y'all know?
Probably there was a lawsuit between. I'm trying to find it now. So over a 1997 lawsuit over character rights and a 2016 class action concussion lawsuit.
Oh wow.
So yeah. But yeah. So congrats to Demolition. They're in the Hall of Fame, or going in the Hall of Fame. I think the Undertaker did a video with them to announce it. I think Taker's now the guy that when you see him, like, damn, Hall of Fame. All right. Oh. So he's the leader now. He's the guy that's gonna be announcing you guys to be in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, one of my favorite tag teams. So I'm happy about that. What else we got here? Okay, so Seth, curb stomp Paul Heyman. We got Jey Uso help Jimmy Uso against Austin Theory. Like I said, they're probably setting up the tag team title match at WrestleMania. We got a brand new Intercontinental champion with Penta. As you'll see how it happened. We got El Grande beat Rio Rayo. Rhea Ripley pulled up. Talk about she's coming to SmackDown to go face to face with Jade Cargill. And Io was congratulating Rhea. on that. So we'll see what's going to happen on Friday. Oh boy, Friday's going to be very interesting. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre for the title, and now Rhea gonna have a little chit chat with Jade Cargill.
Yo, I mean, we
we could chat.
We could go there if y'all want to. I mean, it seemed like, you know, what started as like regular, you know, Twitter banner. Appreciate you, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my Hoopers in the Sun family. I mean, shout out to y'all. But yeah, it seemed like it started off as like, you know, typical, you know, Twitter back and forth, kind of how like, you know, Drew McIntyre does, or Seth Rollins is real active on Instagram, Becky Lynch. You know, they all do it now, but it seemed like it just went a little too far. And that happens, right? Like we saw the thing last year with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, and it was like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Things just went a little bit left. You know, so maybe this was another situation where things went a little bit left. But at the end of the day, the people who they all report into are from the Attitude Era, and they would say things 10 times as worse on a regular Monday. So, in for real, like, you know,
for sure, hell yeah,
in blackface. So, like, you know what I mean? Like a couple of tweets here or there, a couple of things said that maybe people don't like. It's not gonna fully affect anything, I don't think. You know.
Nah, I don't think it's. Could you work yourself into a shoot? Sometimes it happens. But social media was eating that up. We got memes, we got videos, we got this going on, and I think that's kind of like what you want to get the excitement for that kind of match between Rhea Ripley and a Jade Cargill. You begin to build via social media. Now Rhea is going to be, I guess she'll be more on SmackDown leading up to WrestleMania to go face to face with Jade Cargill. Then you see Piper Niven got involved. You saw
that was my question.
Green.
So wait, what did they have to do with anything?
Because Chelsea defended a moment saying that Rhea was like the kindest, like gentlest, like scary soul or whatever.
Yeah.
Jade, you know, Jade being her character, or so she went in and she just came at Chelsea and saying, you know, why are you? This has nothing to do about you. And then Jade made a comment. Then Piper Niven said she wasn't even talking about you. Why are you here? Like, then Jade, and so, but then I don't know. I feel like a lot of it is reaching as well. They're going back to from last year or 2 years ago when Jade made her video when she came back from her injury, like after getting pushed on the car.
Yeah. And
that she's around a bunch of wolves in the locker room and she deals with nobody. Chelsea had a photo saying when your coworker says that you're around number wolves, but I'm just chilling here, and she has a picture of herself around her dogs, some type of symbol. I'm just like, yo, what is we doing? What are we going on? What's going on? And then you had Zelina, you had Michin picking the like that, picking a Flavor of Love, being like, the chicken, are we gonna eat the chicken? Like, what's going on? Like, yo, so I'm just like, yo, man, it was just a lot. It was a lot. I'm just like, yeah, it was heated. I saw the beginning starts, but then I'm like, okay, this has been going on for about 2 or 3 days. And next thing you know, Randy just sends a thing about someone's like, oh, you're like, yo, joke's over. I ain't with this shit. So I'm just like, yo, what the hell's going on? So,
I mean, I got everything in front of me, but I'm gonna circle back to that. So as different videos pull up on social with the Punk and Roman stuff, I want Terrence to hear a couple things. So there's another piece of this is now Roman.
You want to the world, but we all know the truth. Every second you get, you're bitching and moaning back there, and they cannot wait to tell me every time that I come around. And that's why you're not fit to be champion. You're not CM Punk. You're just a punk-ass bitch to me. And at Mania, this backup plan, it ends. And when I win that championship, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put your punk ass on one of them John Cena retirement tours. We're gonna max you out. We're gonna make as much money off of you. And then you wanna know what's gonna happen?
Yeah. That's another piece coming in for Roman and CM Punk.
He's like, God.
Earlier tonight. So this little, all right. So there was a tweet about just saying Rhea's going for her 7th WrestleMania in a row, regular generic stuff. It's from a fan. So then Chelsea quotes it. Rhea is proof that you can be kind, respectful, and the most talented wrestler in the world. Then Jade says, it's no point to even go and embarrass you on this app. You always have something to say about everything. And then Chelsea responds to Jade and says, damn, hit dogs really do holler. Woof, woof. And then Jade says, keep tap dancing, Chelsea. Woof, woof. And then Jay says, you know you that bitch when you caused all of this conversation. So then Piper Niven responds, who the fuck even said anything about you? Contrary to your belief, the world doesn't actually revolve around you. No point to even embarrass you on this app. Give you enough ring time and you do it yourself. So then Jade says, hey, Piper, I hope you're healing okay. Can't wait to give you some ring time. Then Jade said, yeah, I really can't fuck with me on this app. Y'all better leave me alone. Piper says, maybe by the time you're back from your many vacations, I'll finally be recovered. Lick my ring, ya boot. Jade says, that's above your pay grade, Piper. Relax. So, yeah. That's the shenanigans on Twitter earlier. So people were eating this up like, yo, is it a work? Is it a shoot? But no matter what, I'm excited for what's going to happen. They go in the ring and they're going to scrap. Like now, it's like, I got to see Rhea. I got to see Jade, what they're going to do in the ring on a SmackDown or Raw to make this like, yo. By the time it get there, it could be like right now you got Liv and Steph, but on this side you got Rhea and Jay. Like, oh shit, like let's go.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
But that's when Rhea did the IG story, like I showed you guys. I think she took it down, but that's where people thought, hey, like what's going on? Like, is this really did somebody overstep a boundary, or is it a work, or they want you to think that way? We don't know. But as fans, I think from today are now more excited for Rhea or Jade than they were 2 days ago.
I mean, I guess it was kind of like, you know, the big draw there was just like, oh, okay, like, you know, the two, you know, muscular, you know, bruiser types, like the real fighter energy between Jade and Rhea. But now it looks like it's like legit smoke. And so like now it looks like, oh, okay, like there's like a legit like reason to watch. But I don't know. You know what? I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a work. And the reason I say that is because like part of me feels like even the thing with Tiffany and Charlotte last year, right? Like it kind of felt like there was no real reason for them to have beef. So somebody had to do something or say something. So even though they made it seem like, oh, okay, like, you know, Charlotte didn't know, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like somewhere, someone along the way knew Tiffany was going to say that. And then they were able to make that the reason. I feel like there's the same thing here. Like there's no real actual tension. So they're on Twitter and then like somebody says, oh, you took it too far. Now we get like the meeting on Friday. You know what I mean? Like there's a standoff. There's also that, you know, is this real? Is this not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just feels like too convenient that back-to-back WrestleManias with the two top women is just kind of like, oh, okay, now we're not sure if they really don't like each other because of comments that, and somebody's feelings are hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just feels like the same script. You know what I mean? Somebody might as well be wearing the Masked Man outfit in this. because it's just the same thing.
It's
Also,
red.
why am I watching Gunther versus who is this? Ultimo Dragon?
No, Dragon Lee. That was all right. That was pretty good.
That was a good match. That's
No, it is. I'm just like, what are we doing with Gunther? He did all of this.
Oh, you got to see the
You got, first of all, you got to see it, but you got to hear the crowd too, because the crowd was pretty hot all night. So it's one of those towns, or they were in it for every fucking segment, every match. So that's why, that's what made it better. But you'll see at the end with Gunther. So
okay.
We also did get Rusev and Obafemi through hands today.
So are we leading with them towards Mania? Is that where we're?
No, they're gonna fight next week.
It's gonna scrap.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's the setup for Oba to actually. Are we all in agreement that Oba is the one that has to answer the open challenge to Brock Lesnar?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else would be?
Who else could it possibly be?
Randy, you actually this
Gunther.
Oh no! Oh,
To retire him, or to start the feud so that
I think to start, if they go Gunther and Brock, just to start it.
You said, "Oh, buddy," from AEW that was on Stephanie's show.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm lost. What?
You said, I forgot his name. He debuted for the Rumble from AEW.
Oh, Royce Keys.
Yeah, you said maybe Royce.
Yeah, Oba, Royce, or Gunther. I don't think anybody else.
I like Royce. I don't know if he has the crowd yet to be at WrestleMania, but I like that as a guess. I have a guess. I don't know that it makes a whole lot of sense outside of the two of them would be a draw, and I actually think they could work well together. You want to hear my guess?
Yeah.
Who?
That man with the lemon pepper steppers.
For
you
who?
know what I'm saying?
Trick.
I think if Trick answered it, think about how the pop alone, the idea of Trick versus
Brock
Lesnar.
Yeah.
Because then it also puts Trick in whether he wins or he doesn't, it puts him in a space of like that rarefied air. Like you're talking about, a surefire Hall of Famer, a full powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Trick being in that, because like right now we don't know where Trick is gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just as good as a guess as any. And like of the new guys, if it's not Obafemi, I feel like the only one who might make sense is Trick, because the two of them having a real good match. You know what I mean? I feel like Trick has developed enough in ring a little bit. He's still got the ring work got to catch up to the charisma. But what I will say, which is off the charts, by the way, right? Like he's stepping into that rarefied like air of charisma levels, like, or as we would say today, aura. You know what I mean? Like he's aura maxing like crazy. But what I will say is it kind of puts Trick in a marquee situation. You know what I mean? Like, because no matter where you put that on the card, that match matters. You know what I mean? That could be the third match. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody's like, oh shit, Trick's on, like instant heat, instant attention. So that's why it would be my guess if it's not Obafemi.
We are also gonna have, aside from Rusev and Obafemi next week, we're going to have a 6-woman, a number 1 contenders gauntlet match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship between Lyra, Bailey, Io, Raquel, Asuka, and Ivy Nile. The winner will get AJ Lee at WrestleMania. AJ Lee came out there and made like a challenge. Anybody out there who wants to smoke, come get it. So nobody said anything or pulled up. She just made the challenge, and I think she's going away from Becky Lynch. A little surprised that I would have thought Roxanne would be that challenger for AJ, because obviously she looks up to AJ. But I know she had some surgery recently, so don't know about the timeline with that. So if that's the case, if it's not Roxanne, it's going to be one of these 6 women against AJ Lee at WrestleMania for the women's IC title. So out of these 6, who do we got? against AJ?
I think I don't know, like off the top, I don't like, but I think the three from Raquel to Bailey make the most sense. So Raquel or Io or Bailey, one of those three makes the most sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other ones, I just don't see it. Like I I know Lyra's been an IC champion before. I don't know that she had that great a run. Asuka is on her way out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she gets another belt before she leaves. Maybe she doesn't. Ivy Nile, incredible athlete, but do we really care? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we care about characters? What I'm trying to say. But the other three, Raquel is like most improved player of the year, right? So like,
yeah,
putting her in that space and letting her either win or even just be in that match is a big deal. I feel like AJ and Io, again, regardless of who wins, that would probably be stylistically maybe the best match. Maybe. And then Bailey, I feel like if she's with the other two, AJ walks out of their champion. If she faces Bailey, I think Bailey gets it. Because I think that's the only belt Bailey would have left right now.
Right.
To actually like become like a Grand Slam champion again.
Bailey she hasn't had IC title, right?
She's never had.
There's only been 2 winners.
Yeah, she's never had the IC title.
Right. So I'm saying, like, I think that it would make sense to give the belt to Bailey so that she could like achieve that at WrestleMania, start a cycle over. You know, it kind of refreshes it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so okay, cool. AJ Lee won. We don't know what's going on with that. So like, who knows whether she'll be around or not? But Bailey's around. Bailey's available. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I said, give her her flowers, let her win that so she could be a Grand Slam champion.
And I think it's Bailey because she was off the card last year.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, we're gonna, give you a nice prominent match, nice prominent spot. AJ Lee, Intercontinental Championship, the one belt you haven't had your whole career. Not saying it's been around forever, but still. I go Bailey number 1, Raquel 2, Io 3, but I think Io might be in that U.S. title range with Julia. The Asuka, or she'll get Asuka. This can build Io and Asuka for Mania because they haven't gone back to it. Ivy Nile, no. Lyra, no. Raquel is very interesting because if she's not at Mania against AJ, then it's like, what are you doing with AJ? With Raquel. If Roxanne was healthy, I'm picking Roxanne. That I don't know what's going on with the recovery, but yeah, I think Bailey. I think Bailey, Raquel, or Io, but we'll see. What else we got here for Raw? Trying to think. Just to put something up, just keep my mental going. I put this stat up earlier. Don't know if you saw it or been seeing it, but not that. Did you know that the WrestleMania 42 could be the first time none of the 4 Horsewomen are in a world title match at WrestleMania since 2016?
Wow.
And me and Kenny went through the math of every WrestleMania from 41 down to 32, and at least one Horsewoman member was in a world title match, whether it was for the Raw title, the SmackDown title, the Women's Championship, World Championship. No Bailey, no Sasha, no Becky, no Charlotte in a World Championship match at WrestleMania for the first time in a decade. Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's another one of those stats I wouldn't have guessed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just feels like, they're so impactful, but I mean, a decade is a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been at it.
Yep.
I don't know. Is there anybody that you feel like would surprise us and just somehow be in the match?
Not this year, I feel like.
Nah. If they didn't have Charlotte win and get Jade,
yeah,
then that's that. Obviously, Becky's gonna be. I don't know what Becky's doing. Bailey might be in a Intercontinental. Sasha not even there. So
Charlotte.
I don't know what Charlotte doing.
Charlotte might go in a singles match, maybe a tag team TNT match. Who knows? So it's just but like 10 years. How would you like this was 10 years ago? Like me and Randy was discussing like how women's wrestling, how it once was, to like, yo, talk about like let's cut the rag, like, yo, from wet t-shirt contests to freaking gravy bowl matches to bra and panties matches, and like, yo, we came a lot from it from the Divas Championship 10 years ago. Now we have women's pay-per-views, women's Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, Hell in a Cell, to main eventing on WrestleMania. So how would you just say from these 10 years, you know, to where we are now versus to how women's wrestling was viewed back in the early years?
Hey man, it's interesting, I might be one of the few that shares this because like it wasn't a lot, right? But it feels like there was a small period where women's wrestling was about to become serious, and then Vince said he didn't want it, right? Like, or who his name we don't speak of.
You just said it.
We don't speak of. Nah, but like, yeah, Vince didn't want it. I always reference, and Randy gives me shit about it, but I always reference being like an 8 or 9 year old and watching, Alundra Blaze and Bull Nakano and just being blown away. I don't know if you ever gone back and watched the match, bro, but like Alundra Blaze was doing stuff that like way ahead of her time, athletically. And Bull Nakano was a full like bruiser, bro. Like I was like, again, I'm like probably like 8 or 9 at that point. I'd never seen women's wrestling at all. Well, that's not true. My mom has funny stories of me being like a 4-year-old loving to watch Glow. So I had seen it, but never in WWE. You know what I mean? But point is, it went from that to like not really there to like, okay, China, but China's by herself. And like you said, everybody else was just a ballet. You know what I mean? Like the Marlenas of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all of a sudden, the Miss Deborahs, shout out Marlena, Miss Deborah, all of them. Then it kind of evolved into like, okay, Jackie kind of got involved, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then in Sable. And so they started to wrestle a little bit, but to your point, Kenny, it was just like, it was still a lot of TNA involved in the wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't always really based on the wrestling. And then like, fast forward to this group, I'd be remiss to not mention Ronda Rousey, someone that we've always talked about on the show. And like, I know it's a little bittersweet for her, probably the fans, maybe the E, who knows, but her impact and like the believability and like we really just want to see her fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that changed a lot of how the perception is. And I feel like she opened the door for the Horsemen to kind of just like blow the fucking hinges off. And it's cool to see that they can be here to see the impact. And when I say that, I mean like actually still wrestling and still being a part of that impact, right? Like Lynch, Sasha, Charlotte, I know Bailey. It hurts my soul to hear Bailey talk about herself and not realize how important she is. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're really right there with the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Like we all see it. In terms of importance. So, it is cool that like, like they are around to see their impact. You know what I mean? You literally have Lyra, because of Becky Lynch. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally have Roxanne because of AJ Lee, who's like that kind of same almost generation, right? Like, so like it's cool that, these women wrestlers, off the backs of others. I'm bugging too. Like, cause there's also Trish and Lita, right? I feel like they were also the turning point of like, they went from like, okay, you guys are like more TNA to like, oh shit, y'all are like really just wrestling.
Trish, Lita, Mickey James.
For real. Oh man, there's one I'm drawing a blank, but she was Asian.
Gail Kim?
Yes, Gail Kim. You know what I mean?
Beth Phoenix.
Oh, of course, right. You know what I'm saying? Maddie, friend of the show. You know what I mean? So like, my point is like there was a shift coming out of the Attitude Era
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And Trish and Lita obviously were part of that, but then they ushered in, you know what I'm saying, a window of like all the women were, you know, were mentioning where like it was more about the wrestling. To now where it's like, yo, like, you know, everybody is in agreement that the best match last year, you know what I'm saying, was a women's match, a triple threat match at that. Now it came at a cost on some Thanos shit, like sacrificing Gamora because we lost.
You gonna give her your fingers?
Yo, no, I need them. I typed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I ever asked you. Maybe I asked Kenny. Maybe Terrence did never ask. Since we're on the subject of the 4 horsewomen, how would you rank them for you? Like,
Yeah, you asked me this.
Wow.
yeah, but not Terrence though.
Wow.
How would
Like
you
in
rank
terms
the
of
4
what? Like,
horsewomen?
who do I think is the most talented? Who do I think is like my favorites? Like what are we?
Your favorite,
Mount Rushmore?
not saying generic all time. The general, but your ranking for
my ranking. Damn, that's tough. This is a tough question.
Yeah,
this is a tough question.
Yeah,
because there's so many reasons to give any one of them number one. Damn.
Tough, ain't it?
It really is. I don't know. I might have to go the other way and start at 4.
Start backwards.
Yeah. Fuck. But even if I did that, I just don't know who I'd put it for.
So do you have a number 1?
No, because like this is so hard. I don't, and I'm not even trying to play like fake. Oh, I don't want to say. I don't know because all of their impacts is like something so important.
Of course,
like, I'm like, fuck, I don't know which more. Like, okay, let's just run down the list, right? Charlotte comes in with probably the most pressure. Didn't want to wrestle because her brother dies, and she's Ric Flair's daughter. We've all watched the nepotism go the other way, and it just doesn't work. Not only is she fucking phenomenal, she's more athletic than her dad ever was, and becomes an incredible champion all to her own. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she had a lot of injuries, like mid or like later in her career, but now she's adjusted her style even, and so like she's kind of preventing them and reinventing herself. And we're finally getting to see her as like maybe less of a heel too, like she's kind of working more as a face. So she's being adaptable, right? Then you got Sasha Banks. You know what I mean? Like first black woman to main event WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Like alongside
Bianca,
right? So like, come on. And I mean, like, I know that is a moment, but that moment happened because of her body of work, right? Like, she was one of the most over wrestlers, period, in the company, which is also why she ended up leaving, right? Because she knew what she was bringing. She knew the value, and like, how can I not respect somebody standing on business and standing up? And even saying like, yo, one day I think I will return, but like, listen, I got to go do this. I got, you know what I'm saying? So like that impact, that says that to both male and female wrestlers to like, yo, like, listen, if you really know what you bringing in, stand on your own too. Like that's impactful even on its own, right? Then you look at Bayley and how many girls felt like they related to Bayley and like they now are wrestling because Bayley was their favorite. You know what I'm saying? And even stylistically, like Bayley, like she was almost like, you know, I don't think I'm alone in thinking this, but she was like female Cena for a minute. Like in the regards of like, she was so over, such a face. Everybody loved cheering her. And when you think about it, what's interesting is Cena couldn't pull heel shit off. She reinvented herself as a heel, which led to us getting Damage Control. One of the best, if not the best, female factions of all time. When you think about it, like there really haven't been, because this wasn't a faction. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 horsewomen. Yeah. Like that wasn't an actual, it was just what we called them. Like, you know what I mean? And then of course Becky, who you can make a case is actually the best wrestler out of everybody. Right? Like, and when you think about her story and how she really wasn't supposed to be what she is right now. She was like a super, super afterthought. You know what I mean? Like, and she turned it around. and she took a mistake getting busted in the nose and turned that shit into a fucking career. Even before wrestling became popular again in the mainstream, that image of her standing up there like beating her chest, that shit was in like the pop culture zeitgeist. Like people who I saw that while I wasn't even really watching wrestling anymore like that. That was one of the things that kind of brought me back in. Like, yo, who's this?
Right.
She up there, bloody nose for real, out there like talking that shit. Who is this?
Yeah, she wanted that smoke, like
right. It was, and it felt like we always talk about it. Like there's that thing that you can't coach, that you can't like the it factor that no one can give you. You just got to go and actually do it.
Yeah.
She took a moment that she could have just been like, oh shit, I'm like, I'm busted open. And she realized, oh, this is gold. You know what I mean? And now look at her. She's one of the most important women wrestlers of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, like, I legitimately don't know who I'd put where because of like all the things. Like, I don't know. Like that one's a hard question, man. I really don't know.
Oh, let me just.
But I feel like y'all probably have some though.
Oh yeah, mine's pretty easy. Number one.
I know who your number one is though. I know who your
Miss Monet.
Yes, that's your number one. Yeah. Question. Yeah.
I
feel like I is your number 4 Becky?
My 3 and 4 is Bailey or Becky. Number 2 is Charlotte.
Okay. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I think Becky might get the 3rd. I think she's really reinvented herself the most, and there's been again, if she's multiple Grand Slam champ, if I am mistaken. She did main event WrestleMania. She's been a Royal Rumble winner. Main event all over the place, and sometimes the character can be a little too much, but she's like a chameleon. She can do whatever. She could be good, she could be bad. Bailey, on the flip side, I like her as a heel more than a good guy. You know, just her and Sasha at TakeOver NXT were just fucking. That's probably a top 3, top 5 female match of all time.
Great.
And this is her at fucking NXT. NXT, not even on the main roster. NXT pulling off that fucking crazy match, and Damage Control, and wins the Rumble, and she's winning titles, and she's the impact of like other females coming in. Like her impact was I think AJ. So now her impact is like the Roxannes and the Liv Morgans and that crop of people coming in. But people need to understand the 4 horsewomen impact, as the tweet says, for over a decade. Like I'm involved in a title match damn near every year. You can't even talk anything my way without showing the facts and the fucking resume. Every one of those were involved in a title match for 10 years. I know Sasha has not been around the last couple of years, but still, it kept going on. And to like from an in-ring promo, this, that, I mean, Sasha Banks got the most swag out of all 4. Charlotte might be the best. Her and Becky might be the best wrestler of all 4. And Charlotte's height, being athletic and being in the ring, and Ric Flair's daughter, and like, yo, that is, people can say what they want, but it's facts. You can't. I know the camera's out. Still hear me. You can't fuck with the facts about Charlotte Flair. You can't. All right, Kane, take it away. I'll come back.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte. I'm gonna go with Charlotte. I'm gonna go with Bailey.
Oh yeah,
Sasha and Becky. Now, I told you this before, Randy. I told you this. Look, respect to it, like how you have Bailey in 3rd, I put Sasha in 3rd as well. So, like all 4 of them, without it, you will not see the matches you were seeing, all of them in some type of main event in WrestleMania for a title. You wouldn't see them in Evolution. We wouldn't have Money in the Bank, Hell in a Cells. So Charlotte's, with her family's legacy, is able to come out and create her own. Sasha Banks, like, one thing, if people may not have known about George Steinbrenner, RIP, the boss, when you watch WWE, you know who the boss was, and that was Sasha Banks. So that was for one thing. Y'all frozen on me?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, I thought y'all froze because y'all was perfect.
Nah,
y'all were perfectly still.
We were enthralled in what he was saying.
Bars.
But man, like Sasha Banks, man, the boss, the CEO, you see it, but like you see the moveset, you see the skill, you see how I know everyone remembers how she went at and she got on Natty, she got Natalia. Yo, talk about crazy.
Yeah.
Bailey, yo. Everyone, you probably know it ain't when you press a bell, when you hear ding dong, it ain't from back in 1984, it's from Bailey.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. And also too, every time you see a wacky, wavy, inflatable arm tube man, Family Guy, but you know that Bailey. And then when she had that gimmick, and what she did, she deflated those inflatable arm tube men live. And you heard the reaction of everyone when she did that as well. And then you hear her, during the pandemic years, her with Bianca, the putting herself. Bailey, when she turned to like damage control to a heel set, she turned into a real life sinister villain, almost like a Batman villain. With messing with Bianca, putting her images on all the TVs and screens. I was like, yo, this is some Batman shit. This is like when Batman enters a fun house type thing, Bailey's fun house. Like Becky, one thing about Becky, I would just stand off like this. Becky always stands up and fight is like a big advocate for the women's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I say this, it was a moment where Becky was the heel. And I think the crowd, I forgot where they were at, the crowd was very much giving her hell. Becky still being her heel, but saying how we as the fans are unappreciative or do not like women's wrestling, and you guys will real much appreciate some basically some piece of shit type of production or writer's job that you will see. Becky went off the rails to be the heel, but also make a standpoint for women's wrestling and always trying to put over the new talent and current talent as well. If that ain't some pioneer type shit, I don't know what you really looking for. Without all four of these women, you got no steed, you got no horse, you got nothing. So all of it, 4 horsewomen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could probably have a new turncoat in this with these new women that the Rhea, Bianca, you have Roxanne or so, but that's a really tough. Those some tough chairs to sit, and I don't think those some tough thrones to derail or dethrone. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Real quick, Randy. I just want to before we move on, I want to throw this to y'all. Like, what if Bailey's still there? Everyone's still there when Sasha returns. Could we finally get the faction of the 4 horsewomen before they all retire? Well, how would y'all feel about that?
In the
what what would that mean for wrestling?
It will be big, but it's just the how, the big how.
And how Sasha got to return,
and how long
next 2 years or so.
How long would that take?
It's not how long, it's how much.
How long, how much? It's a lot of hows, and I'm not talking Yamaha. It's a lot.
You mean everybody back in the E at one time, and then they do what? Like they're a stable?
Yes, they make a stable, the actual 4 horsewomen, because that's been the name. They just never did it. So it's like, could they do it? Could they honor because there's no one else. We would not accept anyone else taking that name and doing that. There's no other. That's sacred. However, with those four, people would fuck with it. People would like it. You know what I'm saying? With the legacy, with them already being called that, the Charlotte, you know what I mean? And Rick, that shit would be crazy. And you kind of have like not 1-to-1, but you have like the Enforcer, you have the Flair, right? You have like, it's all the pieces make sense. So it's like, oh wow, this might be kind of cool. And it's like, it would be, I feel like right at the time of they still can go. You know what I mean? So like, why not do it? I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Who knows?
I'll wrap up with two more things. I'm trying to more video from the Punk and Roman was coming up, so I got one with that. This is the official. They're saying it's the official promo flyer for WrestleMania main event. This is it. Best in the world OTC. Punk reigns World Heavyweight Championship. The night 2 main event.
I don't hate it. I think that's a little weird. I still think that is weird that they're night 2, but I don't hate it.
You will put them night 1?
I mean, yeah, I've said it a couple of times. I feel like you, in my opinion, the other belt should be the belt. So I feel like it should be the main event, unless it's a women's main event, like something else, or unless it's Rock Roman. That's the only other match that's, because that just means something different and like everybody, you know what I mean? Like that's the match. So yeah, that to me is like, yeah, you gotta close out with the big one, like, you know what I mean, or else I don't want to say I worry because I ain't worried, but my thought is you could potentially make the other belt mean less, particularly if Roman wins the gold belt.
Yeah,
the other belt ain't gonna mean shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it makes it a little, that's just how I look at it. But what are y'all thoughts?
Go ahead, Randy.
I was gonna play the video of Roman and Punk earlier tonight on Raw.
The last time you and I were face to face in a ring, you told me that you hated me. You hate me? I got you right where I want you. I made you this emotional lady. You hate me? I'm in your head, as empty as it is. I'm under your skin. And I'm here to tell you that it's translucent. I can see right through you.
You're right. I do hate you.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what you're missing, Phil. If you didn't have that title, I'd be indifferent to you. You wouldn't exist. You wouldn't even be on my radar. Phil, let's remind you real quick. We brought you back here to entertain the 30 to 40-year-old virgins that live with their mom and dad. We brought you back to sell a few t-shirts here and there. We brought you back to maybe draw a house in Chicago. But we didn't bring you back to be champion, no. That's too much responsibility for you. That's too much power. That's above your pay grade. We can't trust you, Phil. You're a liar. You lied to all these people, and unfortunately, they believe you. You got them thinking that you're having a good time here. You got them thinking that you're a locker room veteran and leader, that you're making all these towns happy, that you're running these tours with a smile on your face. And you can lie in your interviews and you can tweet that out on Instagram that you're hanging out with my cousins all you want to the world, but we all know the truth. Every second you get, you're bitching and moaning back there, and they cannot wait to tell me every time that I come around. And that's why you're not fit to be champion. You're not CM Punk. You're just a punk ass bitch to me.
I mean,
thing with,
but people on Twitter are saying that Roman, like I said earlier, has to bring up the dog next time.
the thing with Roman, man, is like there hasn't been many like wrestlers, period, that have like the total presentation. He doesn't have any weaknesses. You know what I mean? Like he's a 99 overall. like
he's immortal.
Yo, more than that other guy, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man is just like, yo, he's the guy, man. Like, he's like, I don't know. I just look at it like, think about how popular wrestling is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even just WWE, wrestling in general is like kind of everywhere. And I think like you gotta attribute that to Roman. Other wrestlers say that. Like, he kind of made it popular and like put it back in the mainstream and made people care about it coming out of COVID, a time when like everything was kind of crazy and there were no crowds. And yo, like that was Roman. And that was Roman actually in protest of like, yo, stop with this dog in the yard bullshit. Y'all pouring fucking dog food on my head. I'm not doing this shit no more. We doing it my way. And doing it his way led to like me being on a podcast with y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like you could trickle down everything, but to Roman. And I'm just like, yo, like it's shit like that, yo. Like, he blends those worlds of reality and you know, kayfabe and so well that like you kind of don't know what's happening. But also some of the things he's saying are just so true that you're just like, I'm entertained. I don't know, like they always talk about the psychology of wrestling. I don't know too many wrestlers who've ever understood the psychology better than him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that guy. Bravo.
Yep. I'll leave you with this, fellas. Terrence, how old were you in 1998? 12. Great. So you're in my neck of the woods because this was too early for Kenny. But today
I was in 3rd grade.
I know. So all right. So this convoluted between me and Terrence now. Anniversary today for something that happened on Monday Night Raw back in 1998. And I'm gonna pull this up for you. I'm pretty sure
it had to have involved Stone Cold. I know that.
No Stone Cold.
The Rock?
No, it involved
Bret Hart.
Let me get this thing out the way. Hold up.
Maybe Bret.
No Bret. Bret was out the E in 98. No. He was involved. But today, March 2nd, 1998, 28 years ago today, Mike Tyson joined DX.
That's crazy.
Remember that?
Yeah. They ripped the shirt off.
Yeah. And then they were going to fight, scrap.
It was like him and Sean kind of like button heads and like they were pushing each other. And then Sean pulled his WWE shirt off, I think, and he had the DX shirt under.
Yeah.
And Vince like loses his mind and
facts.
Mike Tyson's, you know, throwing the double X, you know what I'm saying, at Vince.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
I will show the video, but I ain't trying to get in trouble. But yeah, I saw this. I'm like, yo, like, damn. First of all, I'm like 28 years ago. I remember seeing this live on Raw. The hype for WrestleMania 14, Shawn, Stone Cold, Tyson, in the heart of the Attitude Era. A very, very, very big piece for them to get Tyson involved and to kind of shake up WrestleMania 14. Shawn was hurt, and I remember they do the press conference too. Something that I wish they would do more to kind of hype up like a WrestleMania event. But bro, this was
yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like that was Stone Cold and Mike Tyson, right, at the press conference.
Yes.
Did they have a little tussle? You know, that was fun.
Yeah, Tyson said, you gotta stop being so mean, man. You gotta love somebody, man. Try loving somebody. Stone Cold's like, what? I'll whip your ass right now, bro. It's like, yo. But Shawn was a different animal in 98. for some other reasons, but you can see like, yo, he was like in it, and it's like, damn. Shawn in 96, 97, 98 was
Couldn't fuck with him.
unfuckable, untouchable.
Yeah.
And just having this involvement of DX, your biggest stable at the time, the biggest name on the planet with Tyson to go with Stone Cold, and just the whole dynamic, and that's what a WrestleMania build was. That's like, yo, that's WrestleMania season compared to what we've been getting the last couple of years, but right in the heart of the Attitude Era. You get Tyson, obviously Stone Cold wins at 14. He knocks out Shawn at 14.
Tyson.
Cold. And yeah, I saw it, man. I wanted to share that with you because I remember vividly watching that shit live. When you had to watch it live in front of your TV in the Monday Night War era against Nitro, you're like, get my remote control. I'm tapping into both, or I'm locked in. I was locked in to DX and Tyson.
Yeah. I mean, they did a good. I mean, obviously at the time, I want to say, is this right before or right after the Holyfield thing, like the ear thing?
After.
Right. So this guy was like a menace to society.
Yep.
And I mean, he was the baddest guy on the planet. Like in all like fight sports, there was no bigger name than Tyson. And you know, he had a real life mean streak. So like adding him to a faction that was based on like pretty much, you know, fuck the establishment and like we're gonna do what we want to do. There was nobody more fuck the establishment and I'm gonna do what I want to do than Mike Tyson. So it made a whole lot of sense. And like you said, it brought in like mainstream attraction, like mainstream media. It made the hype and it made it feel like, yo, like this is, like you said, like a real WrestleMania build. Yeah, and Shawn was hurt, but even a hurt Shawn was able to put on like a really good match. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it's been talked about a lot, not the match that, you know, he would have loved. But like you said, 97, 96, 97, 98, Shawn, you could put him in the conversation with any wrestler at ever, and you can make a case that Shawn was better. You know what I mean? Like he was just something else, man. Like in-ring performer, man, just a legend, man. There's a reason why, you know what I mean, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. You know, not only could I relate to being cute and sexy and driving the girls wild, it was also just like, yo, like I loved his confidence, man. And even when he lost, you know what I'm saying, he lost like a man. He you know what I'm saying, like, because I know, Randy, you like to bring up his WrestleMania record, but he went out there and he was the main attraction, win or lose. And I think that something about that was kind of like, damn, like that's exciting. You know what I mean? Like it just his aura, just his presence makes everything better. And I fucked with that. Like something about that was just like, man, this he's the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I love about Shawn.
I think we're gonna leave off with this.
I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why? Because I can.
The good old Shawn Michaels, HBK, Heartbreak Kid, WrestleMania 11 press conference. The worst WrestleMania probably of all time. Not because of Shawn. But yeah, man. That pretty much takes care of Raw tonight and some other things we brought up, right? That was it, right?
Yeah, that's about.
You can follow my man Kenny Holt at Cowabunga _K_E_N. Myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter JCRUZ. My man Terrence Watson at Lower East Scribe on all social media platforms. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. Big shout out to the 800 plus who have tapped in. Most likely from Twitter, but YouTube, we're gonna get right. YouTube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for your boys on the program. Find the podcast also on Instagram and Twitter at 2 out of 3 Falls Pod. We back with you guys on Friday night for SmackDown, likely. with there's a lot of smoke going on, so we're probably gonna do that shit live, me and Kenny, and then get Terrence on for the post game on Friday night. So from Kenny Holt,
my fault. I didn't mean to cut the promo. Finish. My bad. You just made me remember something. Finish. My bad.
No, I can't finish until you say it.
All right, shit. My bad. I didn't mean to. I had a what's that? Like your
epiphany? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I had a my intrinsic thought like popped out. Yo, guys, I actually won't be on the show on Friday. You know why? Do you know where they'll be?
Oh, you're going to SmackDown.
I'm going to SmackDown.
So, are you going to?
Oh, you going to Seattle?
No, SmackDown. No, they're important.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah. I'll be in SmackDown. So my fault. I didn't mean to fuck up the promo.
Raw's in Seattle. Okay, so they'll be in Portland on Friday.
Yeah. So I won't be. I won't be on SmackDown on the show because I'll be at SmackDown.
You got some good seats?
I don't know yet. Apparently, I got a homie over at the Moda who was like, he knew I loved wrestling. I happened to see him out at an event, and he was like, "Yo, T, like I got some tickets for you." So, you know, I'm actually not gonna be on Friday. My bad again. Didn't mean to interrupt the promo, but I was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna be here on Friday because I'll be there.
Well, congrats.
About to see some squabbling.
Terrence can give us live analysis while at the Motor Center. What could be dope? You calling in, you leaving the arena. Yo, SmackDown, it's crazy on the iPhone or some shit. FaceTime.
I'll get some tweets off. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Get some tweets off.
I mean, you're seeing Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes for the title.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah,
and
that's a big build. That's a big build for WrestleMania. Because wait a minute. Okay, before we go.
Yes.
And I don't know if y'all spoke about it, but how did we just forget that Cody wasn't supposed to be able to get this match? What happened?
He was not supposed to, but Drew put Nick Aldis in the corner, like, yo, like a fuck around and find out. You keep doing this bullshit, bro.
Okay.
You keep interfering with Fatu. You interfere with Orton. You keep interfering with Cody. Now you keep doing all this dumb shit. Try me. Fuck around and find out. You know what, Drew? I'm tired of your bullshit. You're gonna get Cody for the title 1-on-1. Randy, you already got a spot for Mania. That means Jacob might interfere in this match, and you might fuck around and get a fatal 4-way. I get people why is Cody always gonna? From a story standpoint, I get it. It was not supposed to be. It's in the contract that Cody does not get a rematch for the title. But Nick Aldis kept reminding Drew, yo, you got to chill out. You're doing too much. You got to chill the fuck out. But once you get to that point, nah, you're doing too much. You fucked the chamber up. You know, even Nick Aldis said, yo, you ruined it. It sounded like Vince from 98. And say, yeah, fuck it. Could Cody have won? Sure, but you cost him a championship. You were not supposed to be in the chamber. Somehow you got in. And then now I'm giving you a 1-on-1 championship match. Now, should he lose, Drew? No. The only way I see Drew losing is if you're going to set up Randy and Cody and then Fatu and Drew for Mania. I say fuck it, put all four in the match and let it go. Either Randy walks out or Drew walks out champion. I don't think Cody walks out Mania as champion regardless.
I agree.
If it's a fatal 4-way. Now, they do Cody walking in as champion against Orton, I still have Orton winning the title. But
yeah, I'm with you. I think no matter what, Orton comes out.
Yeah, I think he should.
Yeah.
I think he should.
They give him 15. He gets his 15.
Yep. On that note, for Kenny Holt, Randy Cruz, and Terrence Watson, you've been watching the 2 out of 3 Falls podcast, Monday Night Raw live stream and post show. We'll be back Friday. Me and Kenny will be here Friday because Terrence will be in Portland for SmackDown. So enjoy the show. Hope you get a nice 5 or 6 matches. You're gonna see Trick Williams there. So it's a very busy night for Friday for you, man.
Yo, you about to excited. I mean, like you said, I get to see a definite key moment on the road to WrestleMania.
That's right.
I get to see the reaction in real time with Trick Williams.
You see
Yeah,
Rhea and Jade.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah,
Charlotte,
Rhea and Jade
That's
are
gonna be
actually gonna
tension.
like be in the ring one-on-one, face to
Yeah.
face.
The new tag
What's
champions.
who
Nia
else
Jax.
is on the card? Do you know?
We don't
On
know.
the actual card, no. All I know is the Rhea Jade stuff and Cody and Drew. But I figured new tag champions will pull up. Trick will pull. Trick will pull up. Orton gonna be there. Drew gonna pull up. Fatu gonna be there. So it's gonna be hot and heavy. SmackDown.
Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a good time.
Yep.
I can't wait. I'm real excited. Damn, I forgot all about it real quick. Now I'm even more amped. This is gonna be amazing.
All right, fellas, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Until Friday, Kenny and I and Terrence, I guess you'll be back
Monday,
March 9th.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Peace.
All right.